Come to think of it, I've never done a fragrance haul video before. I've never done an episode like this. This is the first fragrance haul video in my channel's history. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited to unbox these fragrances sitting off here to my right. Today's video is all about the brand Primera Perfumes. I have 6 fragrances here we're going to unbox together. I'm going to give you my first impressions of these fragrances. I'm excited. Let's go. A couple of things I want to get out of the way really fast, and then we'll dive right into these beauties. Well, I'm assuming they're going to be beauties. I've never smelled any of these. First things first, if you're new here, my name is Dave. This channel is all about grooming and fragrance. If you take anything of value from this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. That really does help not only strengthen my algorithm, but also show YouTube that you like this type of content, which will allow me to get my channel in front of a few new faces. So I appreciate that in advance. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more content. So full transparency, guys, I purchased Rivoli Amber Intense, and I received these other 5 fragrances here from Bader. Thank you so much, Bader. I appreciate the kind gesture. I did not ask for anything. He sent these to me, and words can't even describe. Like, when this package arrived in my house, I was at a loss for words, which you guys know me, I like to talk, so that's a pretty complicated thing to do, leave me speechless. But as you could see, we have 6 fragrances here. Let's start things off. This is just a regular old pocket knife, nothing fancy here. Let's start off with the first one, Rivoli Amber Intense. This is the one I bought. I do have my laptop over here off to my left, which, since I don't know anything about these fragrances, that'll help. You know what? Let's not do the weird ASMR thing. I don't know if the camera picks it up that well, but the color of the juice is like yellow. Printed right on the glass there, all the lettering and everything. Let's see what this smells like. And I'll also, if any of these are sold at Max Aroma, I'm going to link Max Aroma down below. I'm not affiliated with Max Aroma at all, but you could pick their fragrances up there. In order for me to get this, I actually went through Bader, so you guys can contact him via Instagram. I'll leave his information below also. Okay, I'm being thrown for a loop here because, see, with some of Bader's fragrances, they're blended in a way where all of these notes kind of come together, and it's not always about top notes, heart notes, and base notes. It's not always following like a pyramid structure. I get those sweet citruses, and I say those sweet citruses because if you're familiar with Primera Perfumes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a very distinct smell. There's a certain way that he uses citruses in his fragrances. It's almost like a combination of bittersweet meets juicy, fruity citrus. So it's kind of this juxtaposition of sweet, bitter, sour, It's so good. I could smell that amber accord too coming through here. That amber accord, so the color of the juice is kind of gives way to what you're smelling. I definitely get this like yellow golden hue. I'm met with that burnt orange, almost brown looking amber is what I get off of from colors. There's nothing screaming too much at me here other than citruses, very fruity though, mouth-watering. Savory in a way that you want to eat them, And that amber, it's that dense, thick, semi-sweet amber, resinous, some benzoin. There's florals here too. Now, the floral presence is light. I'm not getting a whole lot of florals, but they're just playing a nice role here, and definitely musk, because I know Bader loves his musks. But this is, I'm assuming, would be a clean white musk, helping provide lift and stability to the other notes. This is beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Let's see what the notes are here. In the top, you get bergamot, grapefruit, blackcurrant, pear, green mandarin, orange zest, citrus fruits. I told you, you get like a combination of citruses there up top. So for sure. And then in the heart, we have pink pepper, rose, jasmine, orange blossom, coffee, and benzoin. And in the base, we have ambergris, patchouli, cedar, white musk, woods, frankincense, and white oud. I'm familiar with the white oud that he's using. If it's here, it's not. I'm not getting a whole lot of oud. And the other thing that I want to make clear is that I'm not sure that these notes are correct, because I'm just not sure of the source. So if I can find any other information, I'll pop it up on screen. But first impression rating, I'm going to give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's a really nice amber fragrance. Is it one of my all-time favorite ambers? I mean, when we're talking about Ambre Salt or Grand Soir, and we're talking about Ambre Sultan and ambers like that, it's hard to compete. This is a beautiful fragrance, though, and I really like it, and I think it deserves that rating. I think it's a solid rating in my opinion, and that's what I'm going with. I'm sticking to my guns here. So let's move on to the next one. Let's do. I have a feeling this is going to be my favorite, so we'll save that for last. Let's go to the Aroma Intense and see what this is all about. I'm going to skip the unboxing. The Aroma Intense? No. The Aroma. That's it. So let's see what we have going on here. These sprayers, man, unreal. I love them. I love a great atomizer. It's all in the attention to detail. Oh man, this is beautiful. Now see, in here I get rose. Again with the citruses. Now I'm going to go with, since there was blackcurrant in the other one, I'm going to guess there's blackcurrant in here. There's also some other citruses as well, but I can't really pick out which type of citrus is being used here. Now, I like the Aroma far more than I like Rivoli. This is phenomenal. There's woods coming through right now. And if I had to wager a guess, I would say some type of blonde wood here. Very clean, on the fresh side, but not like summer, aquatic freshness. I'm getting more of a cleanliness sort of, but not in a generic shower gel way. Just in a clean, fresh, bright, almost has like the champagne fizziness to it. So I'm going to guess there's bergamot in here. When in doubt, bergamot, right? This is fantastic. Ooh, maybe a little pinch of patchouli as well? Let's find out. I just want to let you guys know that I'm using Parfumo.net for these, at least these two fragrances, the Aroma, and then the first one that I covered, Rivoli Amber Intense. I'm using Parfumo.net as the source, so I don't know how accurate these notes are. I will talk to Bader beforehand just to make sure that everything is kind of syncing up, making sense, I guess. So from what Parfumo.net has listed, French blossoms in the top, in the heart patchouli, and the base notes are white oud and musk. So I'll tell you straight away here, I don't get any oud, but there is a fruitiness here. So I don't know where else you would get the fruitiness from, but they do credit musk for sure, patchouli, and as I said, the French blossoms. But yeah, I don't really get any of that oud. I mean, I'm going to have to spend time with it. This is beautiful. This to me is one that I'll be wearing in springtime, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be reaching for this quite a bit. I've really been into florals lately. I really love floral fragrances, and this to me is unisex. Anybody can wear these. In fact, the past two, this, Rivoli Amber and this one here, the Aroma, they're both unisex fragrances. Now that I'm going back to Rivoli, what I like about this Rivoli Amber is it's a nice warm and cozy amber. And this one here, the Aroma, is like a beautiful fresh springtime fragrance, especially like early spring when it's still cool out but the foliage is starting to change and life is coming back into the into our surroundings here. Awesome fragrance. I really love this one. This gets a 9 out of 10 for me. I really love the Aroma. Banger for sure. These all have awesome names, but next we're going to go with the Crown Intense. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this and then I'll be right back. Came in the same, black pouch there. And here's the bottle. Nice black bottles. I think his bottles are extremely classy, elegant. They kind of have a, I don't want to say minimalist because they're not really minimalist bottles, but they're just beautiful. I don't know. And something about the weight of them too. It's like the perfect weight. They feel great in the hand. I'm a Primera fanboy. What could I say? Did I ever mention that the sprayers are beastly? Love this stuff. Let's see what we get. I love the atomizer. Let's see what we get off the Crown. The Crown, fit for a king. I'm expecting this to be super luxurious. Let's see. There's that signature. That citrus, fruity signature that I said that Bader is known for. It's here. It's detectable here. I'm getting a little bit of leather. Maybe some saffron. There's definitely some spices here. I can detect the oud for sure. There's also something that I can't quite... There's something green here that I can't quite place because it's not a green like a grassy green or a green that you would get from like galbanum or anything like that. It's more of a like herbaceous type of green. Can't quite place it. There is something floral here as well. But again, it's like just kind of a delicate touch of a floral to give it this kind of fresh feel to it. There's woods here that are prominent. I'm getting perhaps maybe a little bit of oak in here. There's something woody here. I'm transported to almost like, I kind of feel like I'm watching a movie that's based on like medieval times. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. The way I'm predicting the notes to be and the way that I just described that might be a little weird, but if you were here smelling this with me, you would understand where I'm coming from there. All right, let's take a look at the notes here. So we have saffron. There's our leather. Spanish vanilla. Now that I'm seeing vanilla, I'm smelling vanilla. but I never would have guessed that. Cambodian oud, Laotian oud. I picked up on the oud, but notice I didn't say it was funky or harsh or anything like that. So the one thing that I probably should start mentioning to folks when I'm speaking of Primera, you know, the way that Bader utilizes oud in his fragrances, oud has a very distinct smell, and you get that. It's not that, you know, typical designer style of oud. This is kind of in the middle where West meets East, but this is very smooth and not rough and not challenging. But again, you have that Cambodian oud, Laotian oud in the base. You have an amber accord and some musk. Not sure where I was getting that greenness from, but hey, you know, maybe let's assume what I'm reading here is accurate. Maybe Bader is not wanting to give away all of his secrets. You guys know that, right? That not all notes are always given, you know, for us to be reading and things like that. A lot of it's what they want you to smell, not necessarily what they actually put into the fragrance. But hey, nevertheless, this is great. I really enjoy this one. This one gets an 8.5 out of 10 for me. This is exceptional. I'm digging the crown. I had a good feeling that I was going to love most of these anyway, just because, like, I'm familiar with the brand. I love the brand, you know? So, I mean, chances are I'm going to love most of these anyway. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for sure. I think is a great first impression score because, you know, this is, like I'm saying, this is first impressions. I haven't even worn these on skin yet, and all that could change once I put these on skin. The 9s could turn into 6s. The 6s could turn into 10s. Who knows, you know, until I'm ready to review. So speaking of review, I do plan on reviewing every Primera that I have in 2023. But anyway, let's move on to Hold the Line. I'm going to unbox it, come back. Same black pouch, and the black bottle is right here. Hold the Line. Let's check this one out and see what it's all about. That's good enough. His fragrances are potent anyway. Whatever this smell is, I'm digging it. Wow. Okay. Hold the line. Hold the phone. This is super fresh, very invigorating. It's almost giving me like Sprite vibes. You guys know the soda Sprite? 7-Up, kind of getting like this effervescent fizziness. Perhaps, you know, lemons, limes, a little bit of ginger maybe. Bergamot. Oh, man, this is awesome. This is really freaking good stuff right here. So unique, though. That's the thing. Like, these fragrances smell like nothing else on the planet. Like, you can literally take anything that I'm saying, gather whatever thoughts you have on any fragrance you've tried and put this next to it, and they smell completely different. That's the one thing that I think Bader deserves the most credit for, is not only does he put out great high quality fragrances, but they smell like nothing else on the market. And they're powerful. I do get a floral touch here again. A fresh, maybe it's not a white floral, but there's something very fresh about this. Outside of it smelling, you know, kind of reminding me of like a Sprite or a 7-Up, you know, and having that fizziness to it. There's nothing corn syrup about it, though. It doesn't have like this the syrupy kind of sweetness that sodas have. It's more like a sparkling water where you can smell like a lemon lime zest in there, and you just get that carbonation feel. I kind of smell that here. I have to find out what this stuff, like what's in here. I have to find out because this is really, really good. And it's kind of nostalgic in a way, you know? Oh, we actually do have a floral this time. So we have now there's no on profumo.net here. There's no parfumo.net, excuse me. There's for this fragrance in particular, there's no heart. It's not following a traditional pyramid, so there's no top heart base. So we have apricot, citrus notes, jasmine, patchouli, frankincense, vanilla, sandalwood, orange blossom. So what I can tell you is I definitely get a combination of citruses here. So I can't say for certain that I get all of those. All I'll say confidently is that I get a combination of citruses for sure. Like I said, there is a light floral feel. So I could definitely tell like jasmine. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Now, jasmine is a tricky note for a lot of people. I know there's many of you out there that don't appreciate white florals or floral notes in general. But let me tell you, what I like about this, what I like about this and what I like about certain white florals is the way they're used, right? So the way I'll explain that is simple. Here, it's not like you're smelling flowers or anything like that. It's just adding a nice, fresh, clean feel to the fragrance. So it's not like you're smelling, like I said, like a bouquet of flowers, and it's not going to have you smelling like a floral bouquet or anything like that. Oftentimes, perfumers use certain floral ingredients to provide a type of feeling, whether it be like fresh or so on and so forth. You guys get the picture. But vanilla, maybe. I'm not getting frankincense at all. Patchouli, if there is any, it's faint. Sandalwood, I could definitely see. There's a creamy woodiness, but even though I said creamy, I'm not getting vanilla per se. Orange blossom, maybe, but again, I'm getting more of those citruses. Beautiful fragrance. Hold the line. First impression, 9 out of 10. This stuff is solid. So I just realized that Bader is including these note cards. So what I can tell you is he puts all the notes here. So the notes that I've been reading from parfumo.net are wrong. So what I'm going to do is put the actual notes back when I go and edit onto the onto the screen there for you guys. But yeah, I thought that was funny. So at least now we know for the last two. All right, so the next one we're going with here is Black Diamond Intense. Now, I don't know if I have any Kiss fans out there, but I love Kiss, and one of my favorite songs by that famous rock band is Black Diamond. And I had the pleasure of seeing my favorite band, Pearl Jam, play a live cover of that song a few years back. So pretty cool there. Here we have the note card that I won't look at. Amazing. Anyway, you know, the black bottle, we've seen a bunch now, you know. So yeah, let's see what we get from Black Diamond. So let's see here. Black Diamond. Smoky. Smoky, but yet I'm getting gourmand touches here. Oud. I want to say there's caramel in here. I'm getting a slight hint of chocolate, maybe a little bit of saffron here amongst other spices. Oh, woods totally, definitely woods here. I get an earthy patchouli. And this one there is like an abundance of musk here. So let's take a look. lemon, lavender, ginger, cardamom. Oh, sorry. Let me start over. Lemon, blue lavender, ginger, lime, cardamom, coconut. Yes. Tonka bean, tobacco, vanilla, steam oud, whatever that means, in cedarwood. And in the base, we have musk, amber, labdanum, Laotian, benzoin, sandalwood, and vetiver. I'm not. Maybe that spiciness I was getting is coming from that cardamom. Definitely getting that coconut. Now that I'm reading it, coconut and tonka. Would coconut and tonka be, would that give me a chocolate vibe? Because something in here, like I'm getting like a cacao, like a dusting, like a chocolate dusting. I don't know where that's coming from, but this stuff's really good. Really nice fragrance. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Nice fragrance. I really enjoy this one a lot. This is going to be great in the cold weather. I mean, it just snowed here today, so I'm definitely wearing this one this week. This is really good. It's really good, really complex. You know, that's the other thing about Primera is all of their fragrances, or his fragrances, I should say, are super complex. And sometimes we could close the laptop. Sometimes the notes kind of just kind of blend together and give you this feel or this idea of what may be in there. But it's not always the case that what you're smelling is actually within the fragrance, which is kind of cool for the first impression standpoint. But my favorite is most likely going to be Cigar Oud. I'm a big fan of the way that Bader uses oud, and I love the note of tobacco. Every single facet of tobacco I love. Smoky, ashy, dirty, clean, herbaceous, whatever. I love it. Love me some tobacco. And, okay, I wanted to make sure that that's the side there, so we're not looking at it. You guys know I'm not cheating or anything. So, same black pouch that we've seen. Whoop! And the bottle. Cigar Oud. So I'm expecting this to be an intense amount of oud. I'm expecting this to be dirty tobacco, cigar oud. So I'm thinking that combination is what I'm going to feel. I also am expecting a certain level of sophistication, because if you ever met Bader, that's his personality. So going off of everything I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to smell. Not what I expected in the best way possible. This is not what I expected. Holy crap, man. You want to talk about uber sophistication. This is not dirty. It's not ashy. There is something, whatever tobacco that he decided to use for this particular fragrance is herbaceous and almost reminds me of chamomile. My grandmother used to drink chamomile, and I would constantly smell chamomile when I would stay with her. And that's what this is reminding me of, because it has this slight dampness to it that I have always associated with chamomile, in that kind of, damp, herbaceous kind of feel that it has. When you translate that into tobacco, does it make sense? I don't know. Sometimes we're triggered by our scent memory in different weird ways, But I would assume that this is kind of like a lighter tobacco. a lighter cigar wrapper, maybe like a Connecticut wrapper or something like that of the sort. But yeah, tobacco, it's that herbaceous, slightly damp tobacco, very sophisticated. The oud here is not like I thought it would be. It's not loud, it's not punchy or, pungent. It's a very smooth, clean oud. I'm getting something, maybe a light hint of saffron, because I'm getting this leathery undertone. This is by far, no, I don't want to go there because I'm thinking of his other fragrances. I don't know, man. This competes with the best of the house, at least of what I tried so far. Now I have tried, well, these are all first impressions, but after I give these each at least one full wearing, I will have 10 fragrances from the house. I will have worn 10 fragrances from the house. This is beautiful. Very, very complex, too, because other than that, there are woods here. But again, though, the woods are light, so giving me this blonde wood feel. Florals here, but muted. Again, giving this kind of underlying freshness, because there is something fresh here against the oud, against that herbaceous tobacco feel. There is an aura of freshness. Let's see. Orange. In the top, we have orange, spices, bergamot, saffron. There's your leather, saffron. Patchouli, vanilla, cigar. Sandalwood. And in the base, we have amber, oud accords, so plural, honey and tobacco. Now, when you see honey and tobacco, don't think Pure Havana, don't think Naxos. This is completely different. I would even say this is unisex. This doesn't lean overly masculine. It's definitely not feminine. I just think that if anybody likes the smell of any 6 of these, you can't go wrong here. Everything is very unisex. Just again, meaning that if you love the scent profile when you sample these, buy them and you can wear them. Cigar oud is the standout here. I'm giving this one a 9.5 out of 10. I don't want to give it that 10 yet because I want to wear it on skin. So I'm going to right now. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Wow. See, now those bright citruses off top, and the spices hit me, the bergamot. I'm also starting to get some of that that herbal. I was saying kind of herbal, like green. That's the tobacco. I'm getting that oud too. No, paper doesn't do any of these justice. These all need to be worn on skin. The paper does. It's great for a first impression, but oh man, this is beautiful. This is going to be my scent of the day tomorrow for Friday. Yep. This is... Guys, this is the one right here. Cigar oud. Lovely, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Tomorrow's not Friday, too, by the way. It's Thursday, idiot. You'll see my video Friday. Tomorrow, you will see this on the Instagram. All right, guys. This has been my first impressions unboxing of Primera Perfumes, this mega haul. Again, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And be easy on me in the comments, okay? This was my first time doing a haul video, so take it easy on me, okay? I'm very sensitive and emotional. Anyway, guys, the only things that I ask of you before we go is to love yourself and take care of each other. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Look at how shiny that is. Glistening off the skin. Get your nose on Primera Parfum. I'm telling you, you will thank me. I'm telling you. Take care, guys. Love you. Peace.